Hi, chat. Welcome. Final Fantasy XIV.
And you'll most certainly have need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life and otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Hydaelyn chose us to lead the way to Meteion. Why else would she give a crystal only we can decipher?
Chat, what does Hancock sound like? I don't remember. I don't remember what he sounds like, chat. Chat, help me.
Yes, that is my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods will be beyond my purview. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. There is not more I can do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage.
You sound like an early 2000s side character villain in a battle shonen dub.
Naruto, you will never defeat me. My hidden Hancock jutsu is indestructible. You will never get past my defenses. A platypus. Party the platypus.
Oh shit, what does Big sound like? Oh, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlian and Rods It On has been a rewarding experience. And that's to say nothing of what we learned from the Loporits.
And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Alpha! I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian.
I'm hoping in for that big beach vacation in Dawn Trail. That would be really fun.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
How long is it going to take us to get there?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine, but whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Aww. We'll get through it. I believe in us. Aw, he smiled.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone. We've both changed much since then, have we not?
That was a long time ago.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee.
Yeah.
Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Husbands! Going on vacation together.
Well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
Making fun of his tank top.
Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
She needs to see Runar again.
And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me. Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
Yeah.
Our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Yay! What the fuck? Excuse me? If you're Yushtola, and you're Yushtola who's flying the plane, you don't have an adventurer plate? Oh my god, I feel betrayed. What is Estinian wearing? My man's cleaned up. He took a shower! For the first time in like 5 years.
My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
Like, Estinian's afraid of nothing but Tataru and social interaction.
'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth.
Seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family.
Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me.
You know, chat, Alphino gets way too much hate. Especially a Realm Reborn Alphino. Realm Reborn Alphino is good, and I will not have anyone say otherwise. He's a flawed dude, but he improved.
To have
That's the
returned
important
here with
bit.
you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit.
Aww.
I am ever grateful.
Aww. Aw, she's like, guess I'll just take a seat, nap with them. That's so sweet.
Oh,
Damn, Carl, it must take you forever to get anywhere.
knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over.
Is this FF3 music? I wouldn't know.
From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world.
14 only players only know it relating to Crystal Tower. Oh yeah, it is the theme that they use for Crystal Tower.
There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Aw.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh,
How embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
Yes, ma'am.
Sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
I love this. What is this NPC's name? Ah, just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules. This was bloody murder.
It's Sid and Sid's boyfriend.
But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you.
Especially for Graha, because Sid's research literally saved everyone's lives, even when he was dead.
Ah, don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of starfaring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return. So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Teeny tiny toy boat.
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
Talking about Louisoix.
From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisoix not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life.
I'm glad I did the side content. It makes all these cutscenes feel so much more alive.
Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance.
He does love his dad a lot in heart. Yeah, he does. Hears about him a lot.
Intention to guide us here, in the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home. I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The starship Ragnarok.
Aww. Kind of a badass name. Aww.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
I'm so glad. I'm glad the reward for doing the side content in this game sometimes is just like getting the extra stuff in cutscenes. It's really sweet. Friends, hello. I'm Bloodsworn with a few of you. Not all of you, a few of you.
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare. Not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Thou wouldst employ summoning. Or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Summoning? Are we gonna see like 6 primals in here?
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Lockerites are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moons in.
I don't think Bismarck alone could fit in here, let alone all the other ones.
Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it, a derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest.
It'll be fine. Let's get Alexander in here. Yeah, Alexander will help. He'll give us a boost.
By combining the Lockworit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed.
Okay, so Ravana's not going to try and kill us all.
While Hydaelyn gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul or similar.
That's good. Didn't go very well last time.
Didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok.
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on
the friends. I'm glad I've done some of these tribal quests. It's kind of cute that I get to see a few recognizable faces.
Faith ran amok. You intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
I love you, Soroban. I want to kiss you on your turtle face.
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
It's an iPhone.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem.
Oh,
Press
wow.
the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
Whoa.
It's incredible.
That reminds me of Binding Coils.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me?
Oh my god, Fortuno's in my walls!
The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
Throw wide the gates.
So, are we ready?
He said 14. They use 14 a lot.
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Issue the command to launch.
Engage!
Yeah! Let's go! You know, chat, I like this song. This song may be used in the most frustrating fights in the whole game, but the song fucks. This song is so good. Whoa! Whoa, this boat is big. Wow. Holy shit, this is surreal. Fire Emblem, engage! Yo! It's the crew, High Ifrit and Titan. That's so cool. Lakshmi. I couldn't see that one fast enough. Leviathan. Ravana. Bismarck. This is so cool. This is so awesome. This is actually the coolest shit in the whole game. There's Garuda.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater.
Garuda's voiced. Garuda's actually voiced. That's so cool.
Do not sound so. For thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay,
Revelry!
they serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice.
Rejoice!
So come, let us revel.
I love you, Susanoo. I love you so much. And Bismarck.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation.
As long as I can use my wind for shit, we're good.
I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free.
Let's go. This is the best characterization they've ever given Garuda in the entirety of this game. It's so good. Oh my god, they knew we loved Susanoo. They know we love Susanoo so much. I'm so happy. Let the revelry begin. That's so cool. Oh my god. Kind of makes me think where we put that Gundam from the weapon storyline. That could probably be helpful. Ravana's my favorite. I still think we need to find a way to have Ravana and Susanoo be like have a conversation with each other. I need I need that to happen. I love Ravana, I love Susanoo.
Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our equipment could determine. Anyway, from what we know of Meteion, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Don't be Xenos, don't be Xenos.
Thing is interfering with the equipment.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Greetings.
Oh. Hello, Meteion. Zeno's just oh my Jesus Christ! Anime characters when they're about to go insane.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Meteion.
So this is Meteion.
Imagine Zeno's just stowaway in the cargo. I hate to admit that was my first thought.
Where are you, my friend? You got on this really big boat. I thought I would join you.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters?
Oh, are they all like this?
I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love. They amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident.
I think this is all from an experiment gone wrong, right? Oh my god. Came from something so small.
Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial. And in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours.
It's interesting that Meteion can speak very fluently, actually. She's not like doing the mind speaking thing. Ah!
Suffocated and extinguished now.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end, where those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
Oh, Thancred's better than us at this part. Thancred in his lung capacity. Thank you, Thancred. You're very good at this. What would we do without you?
By the Fury. Thancred?
Uriange's the first one to say
Meteion
Thancred.
gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone, it appears we are at our destination. This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
But why though?
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look.
Space is breathable. Let's go. You guys turn the lights back on, maybe? Is that step one? Make me feel less creeped out?
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End.
Whoa.
In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Thank you, Emmett.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Oh my god. The entire time your character's been outside the Ragnarok stuck in a cutscene event? Really? That's funny. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh my god. God, I'm just like taking it in. Oh my lord. This is so much. Wow, I'm blown away. This is not what I was expecting. Oh. Skybox is gorgeous. Yeah, it's so pretty. What's going on over here? Well, it's like this used to be a civilization of some sort, huh? Didn't even occur to me. I need a better look. What is going on? What? Good lord, what's happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Wow, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Oh, it's so sad seeing these little like teepees. Aw. Shut up! Ruins, but of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find anything to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. Yeah, it looks like it was steel that melted. Some sort of metal. But melting any kind of metal that isn't called mercury is very difficult. How did it happen? There are times when I sense it drawing close and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted, leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. I felt it too when I was near that thing. Yeah, that one chased me. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. You can't see the dragon? Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed, we found only more questions when we are in desperate need of answers. Oh, that dragon's frozen. Oh my. Oh, I just realized the text on the quest. That is very strange. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. They thought their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard Sormer and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Oh! Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live in Arthuris?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade.
Our friend Thancred, where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
Oh,
yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words. In like manner to the oblivion I send. I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis, beginning with this Thancred. who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on.
Oh, what the fuck?
For how long, however?
So Thancred did all this? Oh, he made it livable?
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
Where'd she go?
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you. Emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature.
I'm concerned about Thancred.
But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
I really want to talk to these dragons. This is definitely giving me Amarot vibes, and not just because Amarot was the last zone of Shadowbringers. A visitor, not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world, thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame? Oh, how we would adore thee, alas. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march upon oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Ugh. That's sad. Thou art unlike the others. This place ill befits thee. Do not tarry over long. What is this place? This is not our home. To our home did come the metal demons, who of life and joys scoured it clean. These are mere bones, and among them do we rest our wings forevermore. Telling of my tale alters not its course. If thou knowest my brethren once ruled these skies, will our kingdom return? Would I boast that I was first among our hunters? Will the comrades I failed live again? Nay, once I lived, and now I await the coming oblivion, nothing more. We were a proud and noble race, strength-embodied. We knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, no conviction that did they have to guide them. Crushing defeat, never had we known such shame. Still now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened with ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. These dragons lost like a massive war with some sort of metal race. This guy's name is Wellfuck. So was that little village from before like an outpost of the metal people? The boisterous howling hath been quieted by thy hand, I presume. Everything all right? I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. Ah, I see. Happened here. Is that your child? Perhaps some eggs within Omnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my brood. I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. Survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild, a futile effort. In pure soil, replete with ether, did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. But few survived to hatch emerge as abominations, who shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and a rival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won. They too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there's another star. Oh, shit. This shit's sad. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons, but the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict, have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there's no way for the dragons or anyone else here on this island to advance. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteion meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thanquar's determination. She concluded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it could be done again in the like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. How, though? There's like 80 dragons, they're all depressed as hell.
Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Oh. Why is this music playing?
Waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Aye. Our pride is crushed and our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled and the heavens offer no comfort. Fucking... the vault music going crazy right now. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Still as stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin, on another star? And yet, on thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home? Yeah, but it worked out.
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
Mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean wait us, ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on my last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No.
Yeah!
To confront it. To stare into the face of your foe. And see yourself in him.
I fucking love Heavensward, baby!
Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life.
I just want to listen to the music. This is one of my favorite tracks in the game. It's the fucking boss music.
There is no nobility in your penance.
This is the Stidion's boss theme. This is the music you see when a Stydian hunts you down.
And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Oh. Is that a Meteion bird?
Stydian!
Stay back.
We tire of war, we tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life.
I see. This is the emotion that bars our way.
I am flabbergasted right now.
The rest is up to you.
Now what? What do we do with this information?
No! Not Estinian too!
Oh shit, he's gone! Oh! Well, the goop is gone. Oh.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place. Like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Oh, Alphino.
Fuck. Tissue.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Oh, how am I supposed to press on? Oh, the music. It's clearer now. One of those big metal things they were talking about. Shut up! Oh my god! Leave me alone! Ah! Oh my lord! I think that was an A rank. I think that was an A rank, chat. Look there! The wind. This is Estinian's doing. I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Wahoo! Thank you for the wind, Estinian! As Yishtol and Alice said, we must continue. Notice a change in our surroundings? Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in this, whatever he said.
Hail, travelers. This is a most unexpected occurrence.
Hello there. Is this your home?
Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me, I'd forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting with those with whom one is unacquainted.
Oh, hello.
The vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and intentions. Ia, I believe, was the pronunciations used when referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it will be pronounced... Yes, of the Ia. Like yourselves, we Ia are aether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are comprised of biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. In total, I have prepared 198,712,180,827.
That's rather a lot, isn't it? And the reason you need to regain corporeal forms?
Why, to bring an end to our existence, of course. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh.
We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability.
Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful.
Of course,
food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh, such as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention.
That's right, that's right! We duly invite you to join us in the communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation.
Facility, oh shit. Now then, if you would take your place with the comrades, the space will soon be awash with the purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like.
You brace yourself for a rush of sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer.
As I suspected.
Meticulously as one might recreate the Ia's home world, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms that recreated Amarot.
So, did you have a feel of ether?
Alas, we couldn't absorb it. Deficiency in our forms, it would seem.
Oh, how very unfortunate. I ask you normally replenish your ether?
Hamburgers.
Through your mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint. To think that their mouths serve only to expel sound, but to draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. We sought to discover how the universe came to being, and explain all extant phenomena, and thus predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believe that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you will learn more, we shall share it with you.
Should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion?
Why do you tell us this now? I've been keeping a secret piano in my pocket. Here it's playing now. Do you enjoy? Ne'er again did I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it of my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. Aww. For all we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through.
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
Okay, so their voice is very different than what I gave them. I'll keep that in mind.
Forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world.
Really cool voice.
With regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated.
So are they talking about the Big Bang?
Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal...
Isn't this a real theory in modern science as well? I can't remember all of the different like universe expansion or like universe contraction. I can't remember if this is one of them or if this is heat death. Yeah, I mean the heat death of the universe is one of them. But I think there's also a theory that the universe will just continually expand forever.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost.
People, us humans, real life, we know about we know that the universe isn't gonna last forever. Something's gonna, whatever's gonna happen to it, something's gonna happen eventually. And before anything happens to the universe, the sun's gonna go supernova. So like, I don't know, we kind of just deal with it, right? Like we just pretend to forget about it and go about your day, right? Like it's a billion years in the future, who cares?
No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility.
If you lived forever, yeah. If you lived forever, it would definitely have an impact.
Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators.
Oh, wow.
Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls, though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture.
I mean, like, immortality is so nebulous of a concept, right? Like, does immortality just mean you can't die of old age, or does immortality mean you literally cannot die ever? Like, if you were shot out into space, you wouldn't die, which just seems impossible, right?
Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Stolla's not impressed. She's not impressed by anything.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Oh.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
Oh, she's doing the thing.
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, it is when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value.
Real.
This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught. But I will live as I always have.
Let's go, Y'shtola. She's like, nah, fuck you.
I will always seek out new knowledge. And no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Oh boy. Oh, it's another Meteion bird.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it.
We've done it before.
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost. So press on, and do not look back.
Urianger?
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Urianger.
Aww.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey.
Oh.
And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
There was 100% chance this was going to happen after Urianger pulled us aside, right? Like, this was very obvious.
How could we possibly fail?
He was like, I'm going to sacrifice myself, so I'm going to say my piece now. Look at him go. Thank you. Oh, there they go. Wow.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled?
Meteion, shut up. Stupid Hot Topic bird.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
Oh, Alice's voice actor's so good.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn, alive again, to know suffering anew.
So, like, if everything, like a habitable planet, like Earth, if everything died on Earth, right, there wouldn't be no life forever, right? It would just start over again. Because, I mean, Earth literally survived a meteor impact. Like, I don't think wiping out an entire planet's life, like, ecosystem is something you can do easily. Like the Great Dying, if the Earth experiences like even like a 99% extinction rate of every species on the planet, it'd still recover. Like, it wouldn't be the same animals, but it would be life nonetheless. Is the music gonna change again? Okay, the music's the same for now. Oh wow. Oh, it's like Omega. This is just like Omega. Could this be the metal people that kind of fucked up the dragons? Oh wow, we can already see some of them. These two over here. Wow, you're funny looking. You guys sell awfully human looking clothes for being robots. Greetings and welcome to the planet Bleep Bloop. It appears you have your hearing organ is unable to process the name in our tongue. It may be translated into yours as Alphatron. Our people, meanwhile, are the Omicrons, and you stand within one of our outposts. We are preparing for war. So these guys are the ones that killed the dragons. As we presently do not have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should your star become designated, however, you will be taken into custody and or terminated. A little frightening, these Omicrons, but at least they seem to be forthright. For the avoidance of confusion, be advised that Sir is the alias of Stigma 1. Sir issues instructions to our forces as the foremost of the 6 strategic matrices that bear the designation Stigma. Greetings, traveler. We are the Omicrons, and our objective is self-enhancement. In order to achieve this, we venture forth in conquest to acquire combat data and resources. Most importantly, we succeeded in subjugating the home of the world of the beings whose strength was said to be without parallel. The dragons. I was right! Though the endeavor yielded a wealth of combat data, the star was rendered barren and unable to yield resources. Of subsequent costing determined the losses incurred exceeded the gains. All in the name of data, they just wiped out a civilization and the star with it. Following the victory of the dragons, they stand ready for the next campaign, but the reader has yet to issue new commands. So they wait. Then Reinhardt? Reinhardt Overwatch? What does Reinhardt Overwatch say?
Hello, it is me, Reinhardt Overwatch. I am here to swing my big hammer and put up my big blue rectangle.
That's my best attempt. I don't got it. You guys are asking too much of me. I'm no ventriloquist. In order to find the source of this dominant emotion, I believe we should seek out their leader, this Sir. According to M032, the first Omicron with whom we spoke, there is a console by which we might communicate with it. It's kind of gothic looking. You try touching, smacking, and attuning with the console, but there is no response.
Perhaps there is a way. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons. As you've doubtless surmised, I believe this was the homeworld of Omega.
Yeah.
Sid built a javelin.
Yeah.
A device which generated massive bursts of lightning, its sole weakness.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
As a matter of fact, I am.
We fucking Thunder 3'd that thing. Whoa. That is very much like the big eye in Omega.
Strategic Matrix Stigma 1 now online. As a primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir, checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state.
Omega is an entirely optional series of events, right? It's entirely optional content. How would this go if you haven't done Omega? It seems very plot relevant to figure that part out. Would Graha just be like, I don't know, what if I just struck it with lightning or some shit, right? Is it just he would just be like, would he just be like, I've got a stupid plan with no basing whatsoever. I'm just gonna shoot it with lightning. You meet Omega sorta in the MSQ. Yeah, because of Shinryu, yes. But like, you don't know anything about him beyond that like little duel he has with the dragon, right?
Wait, we have questions for you. Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
Reply. The Extended Operations Unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments. All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with said guidelines. In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting query.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection. All citizens continue to operate at maximum efficiency.
Ooh.
If your operations are suboptimal, please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply. End transmission. Closing connection.
Well, that didn't really help. That was cool though.
If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, dude. Whoa, chillax. Where'd they go? Yeah. An Omicron wandering aimlessly. Where? This is a pretty tree. You could even call it that. It's pretty in its own way, you know? I'm about to have a heart-to-heart with this robot. What is your query? What are you doing here? I am looking at the tree. Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. Aww. Oh, this robot is really cute. To go to such lengths to sustain it, is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have continued to enhance ourselves. Like we did countless others, we conquered the star whence this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire. Yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why was it made to behave in such a way, and to what end? I do not understand. Oh, I feel so bad for this person. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. I shall return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. No, come back. No, you don't have to assume the state of combat readiness. Come back. I want to give you a hug. So it was acting outside of orders. Perhaps it is simply a malfunctioning Omicron. They are by no means uncommon. But it may also be a unit possessed of the ability to make decisions, one not unlike Sir. Tell me, Tally, one day when this adventure becomes a part of your epic, do you think I will be mentioned in it? Of course! Wait, these other ones are so mean! I would never say that to him! No, of course he would be in there! You truly think so? That would be a... Nay, I shouldn't say such things until the moment comes to pass. Never mind the embarrassment. Well, we had best get on with our task. Oh, the quest is called Hello World. That's adorable. As we know, the Omicrons invade other stars and enhance themselves using the spoils of conquest. With the technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies, be it in part or in whole. To take aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to have an ordinary Omicron's body, I see no reason why it would not be possible. When I attempted to probe further, it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed Sir, I doubt it would have willingly revealed its true identity. We use lightning on the console again, but we make it stronger. Much stronger. At that moment, should the unit exhibit a reaction that could suggest that it has a connection to Sir. Oh. It was very close. There! Objection! An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnostic. Error confirmed. My connection to Central Command is suffering. It's from intermittent failures. I must leave at once and present myself with maintenance to the nearest facility. You'll excuse me. You are connected to Sir, aren't you? Affirmative.
I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma One.
You have such a cool voice.
It was my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function. His body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused.
Oh.
I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal...
Now reproduce it.
Okay, this is very nice. This is my attempt at the robot voice. This is the best I can do. Is this good enough? Is this... What does this even sound like on the other end? I have Flappy Bird installed on my systems.
Did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies, beleaguered by stronger races. Our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to protect themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete.
That's really cool. Like a sci-fi film.
Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the sky.
Okay, if you guys don't want to sound evil, don't name yourself Omicrons.
But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator.
Oh.
Our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path. I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective.
Oh, they couldn't find anyone stronger than them. That's why they were on standby for so long.
But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
Oh, there was no point.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy is spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
Wow.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That is impossible. In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost. Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them...
No, he's gotta go into the goop.
I want you to make me a promise. Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
Oh.
Forcing you through this again is the last thing I want, and I'm sorry.
Graha's been trying to kill it. He's tried to kill himself 2 times already. Graha, please.
But we've never broken a promise to each other. So I ask that you have faith in us, and hear my request.
Oh.
First, I want to visit Ishgard with you. Properly.
Oh. You've never been?
I had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible. I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before.
Oh.
We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Shit.
If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before? Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly. What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self. And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Oh, it's the Graha of Theseus.
Were you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else.
Oh.
So I posit this. Who we were need not describe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
Oh, the song.
I cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unlike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale.
Aww.
A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future.
Have you ever played Shadowbringers?
A man who realized his grandest dreams, and then awakened to a grander reality.
Oh. Song?
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end.
There's lyrics. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh wow. How's he gonna do this? Is this gonna be the overworld song forever? I don't think I can ever go back here. I'm gonna cry every single time. Oh my god. Sorry, I've just been sitting around listening to the music. Oh, it's so good.